Matt, it is determined by a politician. Years ago, Matt, if you wanted a job in the public service, all right, you would apply to the establishment department.
And we come back.
As you are fully aware, Section 4701 of the Melbourne Hall regulations stipulates that persons applying for hire should have a permit from the airport manager. And what we have observed is a number of persons have been operating without the permits as required by law. And so all we are seeking to do is to have persons comply with the regulation and ensure that persons applying for hire, and I want to make it clear, it is not persons or members of the public picking up their families and friends. It is persons who come to the airport and having people pay them for a trip to the airport, to or from the airport. It appears we have a number of persons doing that, and what we are seeking to do is to ensure that the Airport Taxi Association persons who are applying for a living, who pay their licenses to the airport, would have the business that comes from the airport if people wish to hire a vehicle. What we've seen also is a number of taxi drivers who have not applied or are not given a permit are in fact doing that. And we want them to desist from doing that. If they don't comply, what we will do is that they will be charged in accordance with the law, and they would have to go to the magistrate's court and explain why are they applying for hire without necessary permits.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let BF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, maths, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. BF Inc. giving you empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only $125.
Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Caller, are you there? Yes, go ahead.
Now, this is talking about the airport. The way I watch it, the same taxi drivers that have the license to run at the airport, when there is a tourist boat, they should not come and work the boat.
Oh, well, that's fair. If other taxi drivers can't use the airport, well, there should be some restrictions as well. 4493095.
Good morning, Captain.
Yes, sir.
And how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine.
But a little explanation that I would like Mr. Badio to clarify for me. And I'm going to give you a scenario. I have a licensed bus. I come to the airport. I guess they say that you need permit, but buses with license, you can drop off people and stuff like that. But I'm going to give you a scenario. I come with my bus and I park in the parking lot. Remember a while ago you had the former...
No. But these, let me explain, maybe you're missing. To and from the airport, so you won't be able without a permit to get to the airport.
Okay.
Are you understanding me? Yes.
Yes, that's what I want you to understand. So I come with my vehicle. So if I have an H vehicle, can I park in the parking lot? That's what I want to know.
Well, I don't know. If you need a permit to enter the airport, how would you be able to park?
Wow. Well, Matt, that is going to be tough. For that is good.
You need a permit to enter the airport, my brother.
H vehicle, you need a permit to actually enter into the airport?
Yeah, I'll read it for you again. Taxi drivers not having the required permit to operate at the airport, I'm reading from the release there, are asked to refrain from carrying passengers for hire to and from the airport. Okay?
Okay, Matt.
All right, that's all. That's what the notice says, okay? Hello?
Hey, morning, man.
Yes.
Matt, it appears that somebody is actually carrying their ignorance as a badge of honor, you know. Badwill told us a while ago in his utterances that according to some law of Melvin Hall, Mr. Badwell is not aware that Melvin Hall, according to the Secretary administration, does not exist, do not exist. It's Douglas Charles. So we need to get things right from the start. That is why the political leader of the Workers' Party suggested to him that all what he is monkey doing in respect to the name of the airport, go to the parliament and change the name. And then you would have to revise the law Mr. Badwell is talking about in respect to Melvin Hall. Mr. Badwell is quoting a law that is not relevant today because the facility name has changed. I mean, the taxi association and the taxi drivers will have to deal with the nitty-gritty of the measures Mr. Badwell is attempting to impose on them.
So they must go to Parliament. You're making a significant point there.
But of course, Matt Pelte, of course, he has to go to Parliament. You cannot come talk about a law of Melvin Hall when you yourself is saying it's Douglas Charles. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much. It's technical but true. Hello, talk to me.
Yes, good morning, Matt.
Yeah.
What I find funny, Matt, is the buses who doesn't have a special permit to go to the airport to collect passengers and drop off passengers. The buses with the credibility to take passengers from the airport should not collect passengers on the roadside. They should leave it for the buses that can't go to the airport. Good morning and thank you.
Good morning and thank you. Hello.
Morning, Matt.
Yes.
But I think Mr. Bad is trying to instigate trouble in Dominica and all those who push him as well. I think that's what he's looking for, trouble.
There will come a time, I mean, especially during periods like the festival, when, you know, you have a lot of people coming in the airport. What do you do? Hello, talk to me.
Matt, morning. How are you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, Matt?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Matt, I just calling to get some understanding there. Maybe you can help me. I am not into the taxi business, but I just find something not right. I listened to Mr. Badwell on another radio station maybe last evening. And the airport is not Douglas Charles Airport?
Yes, that's what they named it.
So if you are implementing procedures to the airport, why would you use Melvin Hall Airport? Why would you use the word Melvin Hall Airport? I thought it was Douglas Charles Airport. To me, I find something not working the way it's supposed to be. That's what I just called to clarify. Maybe you can help.
Somebody else just did, yes. Hello, talk to me.
Hi, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a taxi person. I'm just trying to understand, too. Are you saying if somebody, you know, people come from the family reunions or whatever. So
right.
There's a family reunion at Thibault, right?
Yes.
At Thibault, my husband's family is from Thibault, so I can use Thibault. There's a family reunion at Thibault, and a lot of people come and somebody has a bus. My husband has cousins of buses.
Yeah.
So what happens when they're going back, let us say 15 people and their cousin has a bus? As I said yesterday, Matt, well, all they have to do, leave Thibault, get to Melvin Hall, come out at the outside by the bridge and walk inside the airport, because you cannot tell me, I don't know, maybe Mr. Badwell, due respect to him, they didn't think of those things. And you gave a good point too. What is going to happen when there's Squirrel Festival and there's Carnival? And what is going to happen when the cruise ship season starts?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to say, okay, that the taxi men who have the permit for the airport will not be able to go to get the tourists? Because the taxi men want to make the money, so they'll say, I'll take a trip. But you want to go to the airport now. When you call this taxi, no, I cannot bring you. What is going to happen? I really think Mr. Badwell, he probably knows my voice. Just sit down again with your same people, you know, and just...
I think this over, yes. Think it over.
Yes, okay, ma'am.
Think this over. I think there's a lot more thinking to do. Hello. Go back to the drawing board, Mr. Badwell. Yes.
Matt is me again. Matt, you know something, Matt? You know, it is people like Mr. Badwell who cause people to question the competence of the senior public servants in this country, Matt. If you are head of the port, Matt, it isn't in your jurisdiction, your responsibility to know that the airport name has changed and to ensure that the relevant legislation governing the operations at the airport are consistent with what you want to do, Matt. But it is this sort of thing that makes us question the competence of what passes for senior public servants these days. Matt, it is indeed shameful. And as I was saying earlier, Matt, this thing has very sinister motives, Matt. You cannot tell me, Matt, and next thing you're going to find, Matt, they're going to do the same thing on the port, because people who fly on the port are supposed to be flying based on which thing they are registered with, Matt. And that also is controlled by certain people we know that are very close up in the Labour Party. Matt, this is very, very interesting, Matt. And even more interesting, Matt, is what I read this morning about an article that is not directly connected about the Commonwealth Secretary giving contract without tendering. That's Kerrit has just done in Dominica. We want to know what's happening in this country, Matt.
All right. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Matt, let me put a different perspective to the issue this morning.
Okay.
This legislation not really going to impact the ordinary people when you go and drop off business. The purpose of this is to put a little hindrance on the taxi operators who carry students, the medical students especially, because over the past years we are having quite difficulty accessing that airport. Because the taxi drivers who operate the airport, being that the taxi drivers who carry the medical students come in and out with all these hires, so they're trying their best so that they could have a hold on that part of the operation of the airport. But it would be unfair to us, we the taxi drivers who operate in the Picard area, who have to up and down. The student call you at midnight, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, to take them from home to drop them on campus. Would it not be fair for us, at the end of semester, when the students have to go back to their home, that they call we, the taxi drivers, who they see every second and every minute of the day? Mm-hmm. Would it not be fair for us to have that part of the business, to drop them at the airport and pick them up without anybody hindering us at the airport?
Well, my brother, you'll have to ask that to Mr. Badwell. All he's saying at this time, you guys require a permit.
Yeah, but that is the purpose, is to keep us away from the airport. No difficulty of permit. It's the guys who operate the airport who's putting extra pressure on Badwell. I mean, we know the amount of flights that used to come into Dominica. Mm-hmm. And over the past years, these guys stay at the airport for all their life. That's where they remain. But it's not we, the smaller taxi operators, who cause that it only have 3 flights into Dominica in a day. That's the problem of the government.
Yes.
I don't see why they have to try to penalize us, that making a little extra. But we have. So
because you're not the ones responsible for less flights coming to Dominica.
That is the problem, Matt. That is the problem. The problem is the amount of flights that come into Dominica. It's not the people who drop it at the airport. It's the amount of flights that come into Dominica. That is the point. That's from that.
Yeah, because the airport guys are not getting business because less flights are coming in.
It's not the people who come in and out and pick up the people. Because, for instance, when the students leave, then we drop them, and then we go about our business. We don't stay at the airport. We don't look around the airport because we don't have time for that, because we have other things to take care of.
Point well taken here. Good morning. Hello.
Matt, good morning.
Yes.
And thanks for the information you're bringing to the people of Dominica. Matt, first thing I will say, when the students of Ross come in, I hope they allow the taxi men to carry them back and forth. Because I know buses leave Portsmouth with loads of students, bring them to the airport, and whenever they come back, buses come back in droves to collect them. That's one question. The second question, Matt, we have to listen to the regulation. It said flying for hire, which means that somebody is standing there with line with taxi men attempting to get passengers coming from the plane. That is different than if a passenger come in and I have my brother with a hire vehicle. I can't call him to come for me when I come in.
You know, I mean, that is just nonsense, really. It is not practical. Any vehicle should be able to go to the parking lot. You should not come to the taxi waiting area. And taximen shouldn't be there with the crowd trying to get passengers. And I think that's what the rule really trying to do, trying to prevent people coming and stand with the taximen trying to get passengers coming from the place. Thank you and good morning, Matt.
Thank you and good morning. Hello, talk to me.
Good morning, Matt.
Yeah.
What the drivers and them doing? What they just staying there, taking everything Badwill and Skerritt and Tony doing. Tony and them will just put shit in them off one day.
Caller, good morning. Hello.
Matt, as I've always said before, what are the people going to do about it? You can't do anything about it. The same people who jump up, yeah, clap their hands, they are the one now who will suffer. What are they going to do about it? Thank you.
Well, it's their decision, but I think a lot more thinking should go into this notice to taxi drivers. Hello, talk to me.
Hey, Matt, very good morning.
Morning to you, too. Yes.
Ezekiel Basil here. Matt, it is clear that the gentleman misread and did not understand the regulation he was referring to. It's very clear in my own mind. It is also clear that the government is extremely confused with respect to the name of the facility down at Melvin Hall. So I don't know if the Douglas Charles is supposed to be the name for the international airport. I'm confused right now. But we cautioned them and we told them that in order to get this right, we must go to Parliament for a piece of legislation naming the facility. However, that is really not a big problem, man, because I think the regulation was intended to organize activities on the airport at the area when persons are coming in, and specifically for individuals who did not have a pickup arrangement. However, my recommendation to the bus owners is to take the passengers to the ticket booth at the entrance of the compound and let the airport taxi come and pick them up there for $1. As simple as that.
Oh, you can create some business right there.
Yeah, let's just drop them at the entrance point and let the airport taxi become $1 taxi. They'll come down there and pick them up because they cannot walk up. As simple as that. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Have a great day. 8:45. Here's a suggestion to the taxi drivers at the airport. Hello.
It's me again, Matt. Sorry to be on your radio like a bug this morning.
Yes, that's okay.
When something is close to your heart, and you hear things going wrong, you need to talk. Matt, there are international procedures and standards governing entry and exit from airport, Matt. And a lot of people do not understand airport security rules and regulations. It's like a friend of mine called me and talked to me about the airport is a restricted area. Yes, the airport by nature of itself, Matt, is not a restricted area. But there are areas within the airport that are restricted areas that you need special authority to enter. So you can go to the you overseas you see people driving go to the airport and go up to the top of the pavilion and watch planes land and take off. But what you need is you need to have security procedures that are in place to control these events. And what we need to do in Dominica, I recommended that years ago, is to introduce port permits, in that every individual intending to use the Port Authority as a business place must apply to the Port Authority for a permit. So you have cargo gate permits, you have temporary permits, you have visitors permits, and you have yearly permits, Matt. So let me just give you a broad example. People like E.H. Charles, Astafans, Nassif, and other people like that, who operate a big fleet of vehicles, would apply in advance for vehicles, for permits for their vehicles, which would give them permission to go in and out of the port, because the port must be maintained. So you have to pay. So those people would apply for their permits, which would be given to the drivers. When they apply for the permits, the drivers must meet certain specifications, regulations of the Port Authority. They are given laws and rules governing the port that if they violate more than once, that they can be suspended. As a matter of fact, what it does
It gives the manager of the Port Authority and the security officers authority to control the movement and behavior of people within and on the Port Authority. Right? So if to go to a certain shed, you need to have a security pass. You'd have to get it. You cannot enter there because everybody in that area will be wearing a badge. And if you're not wearing a badge, you stand out and should be confronted and stopped by the security officer. That's why they have security officers, ma'am. What we need to do, ma'am, like the person who called from Rush University, if Rush is expecting passing students from the plane, Rush should apply to the Port Authority manager in advance that we would need 10 or 15 temporary passes for picking up students at the airport.
So what happens in a case of emergency?
In case of an emergency, it is done at the airport security gate.
All right, caller, thank you very much. We're going to come back and try to connect again with VF Inc.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, maths, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc. giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only $125.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, maths, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc. giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only $125.
Here, shoppers, are you ready to shop smart? Well, Springfield Trading brings you S-Smart, a new shopping facility located in the Springfield Trading Complex on Goodwill Road. The smart way to shop is with S-Smart. Come and enjoy one-stop S-Smart shopping and get a large selection of quality products at competitive prices in a comfortable and convenient shopping center with spacious parking. Friendly employees, exceptional service. Flexible shopping hours, 7 days a week with ATM services on site. So be a satisfied, smart shopper.
A satisfied customer.
Visit us today on Goodwill Road and shop smart now.
Smart.
In your tea, Madam Razad, silte iskino, yali oti doctor, they take 2 tablets every 6 hours. Yali pop 6 tablets every 2 hours. Ambulance ki womasi, iti got chime. When she recovered yodi from no one, you go to Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. La yoke espiche tudbite bawa. Like we vela, idio, you that is Quick Care? Yodi yes, ma'am, Quick Care. Ever it have a personalized service. It tell me satisfy. Like we work highly dimawi. I get dependable, knowledgeable, trustable, and supportable service. Ma we di yes, that is a big table. I gade avec di Howard Juju ka fe mwen. If you no honey, go and take your medicine. Yes, Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. Service you can trust for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. He can, she can, they all can testify about the professionalism and benefits kote Quick Care Pharmacy. Pour mieux faire un texte, texte c'est Saint Thomas avec di the medicine by Quick Care delight all my sickness. It evle di delete. Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. Telephone 440-8600.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, maths, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc. giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125.
All right, let's join Dr. Valda Henry. I know she's been waiting there for a while. Miscommunication. Good morning, Dr. Valda Henry.
Good morning.
Good morning, Martin. How are you? And good morning to all the listeners of Martin.
Yes, of course. We had a little miscommunication there. We expected to be joined earlier, but it's okay. We're here all the same. Dr. Valda Henry, what's going on? Another VF Inc. summer program?
Yes, indeed. This is our 9th youth series. This is our 9th year since we started it. And again, this year, promises to be so much. Every year we say bigger and better, and indeed it is. And this year is special in the sense that, yes, while our theme remains the same, empowering our youth for a better tomorrow, this year we had 2 of our past students, who have been to almost every youth series. That is Miss Abigail Bob and Miss Alina Alina Robin. And they came up with a sub-theme, protecting our youth, our children, and the environment. And, they played an instrumental part in shaping the program for this year, in even suggesting facilitators. We have a whole new, brand new set of facilitators, young facilitators like Miss Lowe, like Miss Waldron, Leslie Ann Waldron. The police is back with us, collaborating, the fire services. And, this year, the program is going to just be tremendous. The children are going to have even more fun and more learning than they had before. Every year we try to do it bigger, better. And every year, by the grace of God and with the parents' support and the children wanting to come back and new ones wanting to come on, it gets better.
Okay, what's the theme for this year? Is there a particular theme for this year, Valda?
Yes, the theme, as we always say, the overall theme is empowering our youth for a better tomorrow. That remains like constant. It doesn't change. But every year, because we recognize that our youth is really the future of tomorrow, and we have to prepare them and we have to empower them. But every year we do a sub-theme. And this year, the sub-theme is protecting our children and the environment. And I think that is really very timely, because of all of the issues with climate change, but also to all of the issues, and it's not now, but this year, maybe particularly because of the sex scandal we had, it is even more pressing in terms of protecting our children. And it's not just protecting our children against sexual abuse. That is one form of abuse, but it's protecting our children from all forms of abuse. Because that is a topic that we know of, and we have been very kind of like silent, putting it under the table. There has been mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, all kinds of abuse of our children. And that has perpetuated, because if you have been abused and you've never really had a voice, you continue in adulthood to be abused. And some persons actually turn out to be abusers. The research is very clear on that. And so this year we're going to focus on, because one of the fundamental core of our youth series is self-esteem and self-confidence. Because we believe that if persons value themselves, that is one of the tools to protect yourself against abuse of any form. And we recognize children are vulnerable, because children are dependent on parents, they are dependent on guardians, on older persons to protect them and to care for them. And so this year, it's the young people who came up with that sub-theme, Miss Bob and Miss Robin, Abigail Bob and Alina Robin, in terms of protecting our children and protecting the environment. We know all about climate change, and look at Erica. If we need any reminders about climate change and the impact, and we think we are away from it, Tropical Storm Erica is our constant reminder. It was another day. It was another rainy day in Dominica. Very few of us, in fact, if my sister been coming from the U.S., I myself would not even know until very late that Tropical Storm Erica was wreaking all that havoc in Dominica. And we recognize, and so it's a respect for nature. And so this year, the children from day one will be, they have to all work with a plant, which they will plant and they'll take care of for the week. The Ministry of Forestry Division is collaborating with us in that respect. And so it's really that, it really promises to be good. We really have so that theme, I think, is so topical in so many ways, and I'm even more particularly thrilled that sub-theme came from the youth themselves, former participants of the youth series. They are now all working, young ladies, but their interest in the VF Youth series continue. And that is why I think one of the things that set us apart. Our students continue and maintain their relationship with VF Inc. even after they are long gone, and even participants of the program.
What are some of the subjects? I know you spoke specifically of climate change, that these young people. I mean, my daughter was a former student for 1 or 2 years, but that you will be exploring this year, and the facilitators, if anything.
I don't have the list of the facilitators before me in terms of the exact topics on the thing, but I know the forestry division is going, and I can't remember who from the forestry is coming right now. They are going to be doing a topic for us, and they'll be doing several topics on the environment in terms of our role in protecting the environment, in terms of respecting of the environment. So there'll be several topics relating to the environment that will be facilitated for us from by the forestry division. Their staff will be doing that for us. We have topics on coping with peer pressure that's coming back. We have topics on branding. Your brand calls you. We introduced that topic 3 years ago, and that has really been a powerful topic. The same thing on self-esteem, self-confidence, and we have some new facilitators coming on to work with us on that one. Ronald Isidore for many years has done coping with peer pressure, but this year is unable to come in to help us with that. And so Ms. Tamara Lowe is going to be doing that. Leslie Ann Waldron is coming in new for this year too. She will be dealing with self-esteem, valuing yourself, and in terms of even to hold protection, because Leslie Ann is a psychologist, counseling. She did that, and so we'll be using that too. And the next time I come, I'll have the full list before me, because I don't have it, because I'm not on the studio. I'm not in the weekend. I don't have it before me right now because my internet has been giving lots of trouble. And I expect Nani to be in studio or somebody. So we have that, and we have our facilitators are coming back. Miss Rosie Felix, I think, is one who has confirmed her participation again, because she has, for many years, she has been one of the facilitators for the youth series. So again, this year we have some of our same persons coming back. We have the police on board with us again, the fire service on board with us, the prison services. They come, they send us different facilitators who do various topics, and every year, and we are really happy for that collaboration, because what it shows is an all-encompassing facet of the youth series, where we try to cover various areas, various topics. And then in the afternoon, the children get to do something of their own. So we have the plenary sessions, as we call it, in the morning for the different groups, the juniors, the intermediates, and the seniors. And in the afternoon, they get to do, various things of interest, dance and sports and arts and poetry and jewelry making and makeup and things that are of interest to them, because we think that is important, that it's about learning, but it's about fun, and we recognize that you can learn through fun. You can learn, I think you learn better if you're enjoying what you're doing, because you are not there grumbling and saying, I wish I was elsewhere, but you are actively participating. And if you're actively participating in anything, no matter what form, the mode of teaching, or the mode of teaching, of facilitating, you will enjoy it, and not only enjoy, you will learn and you will remember. And I think that is also critical for us. We also want the students to remember, the participants to remember what it is they have learned, not just for the week, but to carry them on through the year, carry it on through their lives. So as we always say, we try to make it a life-changing experience for the participants.
Thank you so much, but we haven't spoken about the cost of that summer program, VF Inc.
The cost of the program is $125. It has increased by $25, but it covers everything. It covers their snack in the morning, their lunch, their afternoon snack. It covers their bags, their pens, and the material that we provide. It covers also the hike on the Saturday in terms of covers transportation to the field trips. It covers the hike, the transportation to the point of the hike. It covers the picnic that we always end with a hike and a picnic. It covers that, and we also encourage parents and guardians and family members to come on the hike and on the picnic to kind of see it as another bonding experience with your children. And it also covers that. So the parents don't pay any additional money for coming on the hike or the picnic. The $125 covers that. And of course, you know that $125 really can't do all of that for the 6 days. And that is why we are really thankful for our sponsors who continue to come in year in, year out. Every year we try to get some new ones. But we have some sponsors who have been consistently supporting the youth series. And that includes Gentleman's Funeral Services, Banana Tree, Restaurant, who is our official caterers, National Bank of Dominica, Lime Dominica, Springfield Trading, Fine Foods, J.R. Stephens and Company, Dexia. We also have Green Wholesale. So those are some of the companies who have religiously, who have supported us over the years. And we, every year we ask for, we look out for new, we ask for new sponsors because, as I always say, I do not want any child who wants to attend the youth series to not attend because their parent cannot afford whatever the fee is, $125 in this case. And so if the sponsors come on board, then we are able to give much more sponsorship. But not only that, we also have some individuals who every year for the last at least 8 years, and I don't think they want me to call their names, so I won't call the individual persons, who have sponsored 3 children, 2 children, 1 child. And there's some people who have sponsored religiously 5 children over for the last 6, 7, 8 years. And, we thank them for doing that. We encourage them to continue, and we encourage more persons to do that. Because in all our communities, in all our families, there are children who need that experience. And, and we have at least 2 companies who every year who have, Dominic from almost the inception, MCCU, a few from about maybe 3, 4 years now, who send their scholarship students to the youth series. And that is Dominic and the National MCCU, who the scholarship students that they sponsor every year, they send them to the youth series. And so we thank them for that. We encourage more companies to do that. We encourage more companies to even use it as a part of their reward and recognition program for their employees. That we will pay for, the employee of the week or the month or the quarter or the year. One of the reward will be, your sponsorship of your child for VF Inc. series. We encourage persons to do that. We say to persons, common entrance results have just come out. Give that as a gift to your children, because it is really from the children about to start, because there is a topic about preparing for high school, making new friends. And what do you look for in making new friends, And so those things, and it's a transition, from primary school to secondary school. And one of the other places where you have a key transition, and we cover that too, because sometimes people miss that, is from 3rd form to 4th form. It's a big transition. And so how do you make that transition between, those different phases in your school life? All of those things are things that we cover during the VFNQ series.
And I'm sure we'll be talking again soon, Valda, as soon as you return? Or
yes,
before that?
Before that, because I am not coming back until maybe about the week before the series.
All right.
Before that, I will be back on, and this time I'll have all my information I will download, because the internet, I have had a lot of challenges with internet where I am.
Okay.
And so I will have downloaded all of the material, have it in my hand. And hopefully a staff member will also be in studio to back me up where I am. So, again, we just want to thank all our sponsors. We still are expecting some more word from some sponsors, and we want to encourage them to come on board. We encourage persons to register their children, their nieces, their nephews, children of the neighbors, friends of the friends, all children. So that, that is also an experience. So there are still lots of spaces. I can't believe when we still have so many spaces left. So there's still space. So please call in and let us just close that gap. Because, we really go for a lot of effort, we put in our whole heart and soul into this, at VFing. And we choose great facilitators who, too, come with the same attitude of recognizing and accepting our children where they are, and encouraging them to be the best self, receiving the potential and the goodness. And that's what we focus on. Yes, some things are not perfect, but none of us are perfect. And so we focus on the goodness and the potential that exists. And that's one of the things we say to our facilitators too. I know we have change facilitators who we did not believe maintain that. And so that is one of the things. And I think over the years we have been very fortunate and blessed to have had facilitators who share that same vision with us, and who come out, and give their best to the participants of the youth series. That's just,
It's always a pleasure. I'm looking forward to talking to you as soon as well, so we can continue with our discuss on this VF Inc. summer program, something you need to experience as a young person.
Indeed, it is a must. You they say you have bucket list things I would like to do before I say goodbye from this earth.
Yes.
All young people that has to be part of the bucket list, VF Inc. Youth Series. And Mark, next year, God willing, we are going to, because we have had calls to extend it, we have had calls to have a leave-in for that, they come and they leave in for the week. And next year, because Carla Stephens, she's based in St. Kitts, has been harassing me about that for the last 2 years. And so this year, I say, when she came back again to me on that, I say, okay, Carla, if you're going to be part of this planning committee, we'll make it happen for the 10th year next year. And she has consented. And so for the 10th year next year, we are going to do that. And I mean, at VF Inc., Mafa embraces the children as hers. Naomi, I am there. In fact, and that is one thing during the youth series. I am present from the start to the end, Monday to Saturday, at any time. That is, all my other clients know that during that week of youth series, they cannot call me for anything to do with their work because I do not even go to VF Inc. office during that week. I am a resident at the venue of the youth series. I devote all my energies and time and passion and love and everything to the youth series because I always say we take it seriously, that people entrust us with the children. That's a trust, And I don't want to be absent and something happens and someone, no, I want to be present so I can say I was there, and this is what happened and so forth and so on. And again, we have been blessed that we've never had any really bad situations that I think we've had one. A little boy had gotten himself into a little accident, but we were right there at the hospital. His parents were Fanta was great because they said, that's just their son, And yes, it has been really for us a tremendous, it's a tremendous honor, really, to be hosting the VF Inc. series.
Thank you again. We'll be talking again soon. Thank you.
I have to go to a training, and I am a little late because of our late coming in, but I'll be just fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Again, we do apologize for the late connection there. Valdeba will be right back, and if you, are just thinking about it, maybe you should. It's a good program. My daughter was part of that program for a couple of years. It's a great program. Great program for the summer. Yeah.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, math, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc. giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only $125.
Here, shoppers, are you ready to shop smart? Well, Springfield Trading brings you S-Smart, a new shopping facility located in the Springfield Trading Complex on Goodwill Road. The smart way to shop is with S-Smart. Come and enjoy one-stop S-Smart shopping and get a large selection of quality products at competitive prices in a comfortable and convenient shopping center with spacious parking. Friendly employees, exceptional service. Flexible shopping hours, 7 days a week with ATM services on site. So be a satisfied, smart shopper.
A satisfied customer.
Visit us today on Goodwill Road and shop smart now.
Smart.
In your team, Madam Razad, Silte Iskino, Yali Oti Doctor, they take 2 tablets every 6 hours. Yali po 6 tablets every 2 hours. Ambulance ki omasi, it got chime. When she recovered yodi from no one, you go to Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. La yo ke espiche tout bite bawa. La we vela, idio, you that is Quick Care? Yodi yes, ma'am, Quick Care. Every type of personalized service. It tell me satisfy. Like we kaili di mawi, I get dependable, knowledgeable, trustable, and supportable service. Ma we di yes, that is a big table. I gade avec di Howard Juju ka fe ve mwen. If you no honey, go and take your medicine. Yes, Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. Service you can trust for all your prescription and over-the-counter drugs. He can, she can, they all can testify about the professionalism and benefits kote Quick Care Pharmacy. Premier for an text say St. Thomas avec di medicine by Quick Care delight all my sickness. It evle di delete. Quick Care Pharmacy kote Halsbro. Telephone 440-8600.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, math, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc., giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only $125.
Manchester United have made an incredible signing from the Caribbean. Everyone's watching Flo, a real game changer. My word, this team's giving the fans plenty to cheer about.
Flo has joined with Manchester United to bring you behind-the-scenes action, live updates, and exclusive videos. Stay updated with red alerts. Text MUFC to 2300 to sign up, or download the app at flowmanunited.co. Flo and Manchester United, together we're in a different league.
You can say that again.
Conditions apply.
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, 'cause I know everything's beautiful. It's the little moments that will make the perfect days, 'cause I know everything's beautiful. Nothing is wrong when I'm surrounded by love, 'cause everything looks good in my eyes. It's like my favorite song, I never have enough when my family's by my side. With Promex in my life, everything's beautiful. Everything.
Promex, every mother's favorite.
Locally distributed by AC Schillenford and Company Limited.
Have no fear? Yay! Summer is here. Let VF Inc. bring fun and cheer.
The youth series, great for you and all the friends of your crew.
There is so much you can do.
Sports and arts, and dance the day long. Public speaking, math, learn to write a song.
So come along and bring a friend. VF Inc., giving youth empowerment and more.
July 25th to 30th, 2016. Convent High School. Registration only $125. Registration only.
As you are fully aware, Section 4701 of the Melbourne Hall regulations stipulates that persons applying for hire should have a permit from the airport manager. And what we have observed is a number of persons have been operating without the permits as required by law. And so all we are seeking to do is to have persons comply with the regulation and ensure that persons applying for hire, I want to make it clear, it is not persons or members of the public picking up their families and friends. It is persons who come to the airport and having people pay them for a trip to the airport, to or from the airport. It appears we have a number of persons doing that, and what we are seeking to do is to ensure that the Airport Taxi Association persons who are applying for a living, who pay their licenses to the airport, would have the business that comes from the airport if people wish to hire a vehicle. What we've seen also is a number of taxi drivers who have not applied or are not given a permit are in fact doing that. And we want them to desist from doing that. If they don't comply, what we will do is that they will be charged in accordance with the law, and they would have to go to the magistrate's court and explain why are they applying for hire without necessary permits.
We take in another phone call. This is the Hudson.
Good morning, Mr. Mathis Peltier. And good morning to you.
Yes.
On the subject of the
fiasco at Melville Airport.
Yes.
But what we see developing at Melville Airport further highlights the incompetence of this administration for the decision to invest now almost $200 million at Melville Hall, and they have nothing to show for it. They told Dominicans and the taxi drivers, etc., that since we've improved, you would be seeing many more flights. Almost every year now since the opening of the airport, they have had workshops and seminars talking about improved air access, and things are getting worse because gouvernement pas bon. It's a bad government. It's an incompetent government. But what they are doing basically right now is increasing the traveling cost for persons in Dominica, particularly persons in the rural areas. Why do I say that? But if you are going on at the airport and you're coming from, say, Castle Bruce and those areas, you are required to pay a much higher fee, taxi fee, than if you're going into Roseau. For example, I think to go to Roseau is between $45 and $55. To get to Castle Bruce, which is just about 8 to 9 miles from the airport, you are paying between 60 and 80 US. And if you have, say, about 3 or 4 suitcases, they want to charge you more. If you're going to La Plaine, you're paying 100 plus US. They tell you you're off route. Off route what, my foot? You're going to Castle Bruce and you're going downtown, so and the taxi is going downtown. How you become off route? But the Labour Party are not maintaining the roads properly. And therefore the taxi drivers do not want to pass in those areas, and they are charging poor people who are traveling and coming out of from those areas much higher than anything else. And again, because of the road levy, we warn them, the road levy will have implications for motorists. So the taxi drivers who are commuting regularly now telling them, listen, already you don't have business coming to the airport. You have put a road levy on us. We need to do something for you, for us to get more business. And that is what they are doing. Incompetence of their government.